Hey, I want to share a secret with you. It's something that I just found out. I know I'm not supposed to tell anyone, but I'll just tell you. I want to tell you something that is rarely said out loud. How many of you have ever seen Ugali or heard of Ugali? In Swahili it's Ugali, in Luo it is Kun, Luhia it is Obusuma, Kalenjin is it Kipset? How do you call it in your language? I want you to look at the process of cooking Ugali, and then you'll have to agree with me that your mothers and many African women, your sisters, your grandmothers, have been practicing artificial intelligence long even before computers arrived. Am I wrong? Just look at the whole process. Hey, they just did not call it artificial intelligence. They didn't. In very many African, Kenyan homes, cooking Ugali was not guessing. And I know you agree with me there because there are very many of you who received very good slaps. And when we're talking about slaps, just imagine your African mother when you bring that uncooked Ugali, that raw Ugali on the table. What happened? It's because you had not got the processes right? And you're not beaten once. You were beaten quite a number of times. That means you had to do that Ugali like frequently so that you can learn through your mistakes. And you see, that's the same thing with artificial intelligence. Cooking Ugali was not guessing. It was about watching, it was about feeling, it was about adjusting. And today, that is the same thinking process used in AI. There's nothing new. Let's now get into the kitchen. Let's visit our mother's kitchens and see. Step 1 of cooking Ugali is boiling water. So before you boil water, what happens? Otherwise, you receive some very good slaps from your mom. You've got to see how many people are going to be eating that Ugali. What kind of people are going to be eating that Ugali? Is there enough flour? That is going to help you have the right measurements of water so that at the end of the day you can have Ugali. And in AI, what is that one called? It is called data collection. Because there is no way you can cook Ugali without enough water. And when you're preparing to cook that Ugali, you're collecting that data. You're building intelligence, information, And if any data is missing, what happens? The system fails. You will no longer have Ugali. Okay, you have now boiled your water. Now what are we going to do next? The water is boiling, so my mom used to sprinkle flour on the water. After sprinkling this flour, she lets it begin to boil again. And then now she adds flour slowly as she watches. So in AI, what is this? I can't hear you. What is it in AI? It is training. AI also learns step by step. In some homes, what used to happen? The flour was added in the water and then it was covered with the lid so that now the water could come and overflood or overflow and submerge the flour. So in artificial intelligence, this is training. But remember that flour is added gradually. And it's not added exceedingly. Why? Too much information confuses the system. So good training has to be patient. Think about it. Huh? So we continue. In the third step, now we are stirring continuously. So what is this stirring? This is processing. Why? Because you do not want your ugali to have lumps. AI is guided properly. It, if not guided properly, you know what happened? It's going to produce errors. And movement matters a lot. That guidance matters in AI. That mwiko, there was a way it could stir, there were some movements, that guidance so that your flour cannot have lumps is very important, something that also happens with AI. And you see what again we were doing? We were watching the texture. You're watching it. You can see first it's very pasty. The paste is quite, it looks like some muddy paste. And then slowly you begin to feel. You will definitely feel the smell. You know, ugali was never measured using a ruler. Now you see this looking, this feeling, this just knowing. That is pattern recognition, because there is a way your ugali starts looking like. There's a way it starts feeling when you are stirring using that mwiko. There is just that way that you will know. This is pattern recognition in artificial intelligence. AI doesn't think like a human. It recognizes patterns just like this. And the fifth step, which is now adjusting. Now, if the water is too much, it means you've got to add flour. And if you add a lot of flour, then it means you've got to add water. Now, this is feedback in AI. What do you need to do at what particular time? What are you told to do? That is feedback. This is how intelligence improves. It improves by adjusting. We do not want a very hard ugali and we do not want a very soft ugali. We just want a ugali that seems right. And AI learns this way. And then lastly, the final step, our ugali is ready. In AI, we call this optimization. And for optimization, it means that if you look at now your mwiko, you do not see pasty ugali on it. Instead, your mwiko is now cleaner. And you can feel the smell of ugali that is well cooked. In AI, this is called optimization. It is not perfect, but it is just right. Not perfect, but just right. Now tell me, from what we've just heard, we will all agree that women have been doing this for generations. They cleaned, they sorted, they adjusted, they understood systems. They understood intelligence. African women, culture, and intelligent thinking. We also see that when it comes to AI and ugali, it does not have to be perfect the first time. It becomes perfect after learning over a couple of times. After training, it's got to be adjusted. You've got to check with your mwiko, that is testing before finishing. So now ask yourself,